Hi everybody, welcome to the first day of Lent, Ash Wednesday, and our first day of our Jesus tree. So if you have your packet, make sure you grab it. I'm going to grab mine. And today is the beginning. And what happens in the beginning of a person's life? They're born. So our first symbol today is baby in a manger. And our title is The Word Became Flesh. And our verses today are John 1, verses 1 through 14. So that's where I'm going to start. So let's get our Bible. I am using an NIV Bible, if that changes anything. And we're going to go to John chapter 1. Verses 1 through 14. Follow along. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was with God in the beginning. Through him all things were made. Without him nothing was made that has been made. In him was life, and that life was the light of all mankind. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. There was a man sent from God whose name was John. He came as a witness to testify concerning that light, so that through him all might believe. He himself was not the light. He came only as a witness to the light. The true light that gives light to everyone was coming into the world. He was in the world, and through the world was made through him. The world did not recognize him. He came to that which was his own, but his own did not receive him. Yet to all who did receive him, to those who believed in his name, he gave the right to become children of God. Children born not of natural descent, nor of human decision or a husband's will, but born of God. The Word became flesh and made his dwelling among us. We have seen his glory, the glory of the one and only Son, who came from the Father, full of grace and truth. So, a couple of questions while we get our ornament out for the day and start coloring is why do you think, and this is all opinion, why do you think God decided for Jesus to come as a baby? Why did he come as a baby? So you can either pause this and think about this, but I'm also going to give my opinion. So one reason I believe that he came as a baby, as a child, is that allowed him to see, and experience the full life of a person. So, Jesus would be able to say, hey, I've been there, get it. I understand where you're coming from. I went through that too. And so if he would have been chosen as a man or was sent as a grown-up, then it wouldn't allow him that ability, right? To be able to sympathize and empathize with that baby and with that little kid, because we've all been there. We've all been in that stage of, no one gets me, you don't understand, right? And so I believe that this allowed him that opportunity. Also, Another question. I'm just rambling on as we color. Why do you think that his cousin, John, was sent before him to be why was he chosen to be a light? Why was he chosen to make way for Jesus? Is there a reason? Again, make sure that you either pause this or do whatever you need to do to think about it. My opinion, through my studies, I believe that John came, or he was chosen as a leader, not necessarily because Jesus needed it, right? He would have done, I think he would have done just fine on his own. But I think having a friend and a family member and someone that you look up to leading you, giving you help, right? Everybody needs help. Giving you advice, even if they are just a little bit older than you. Sometimes it's nice to have somebody that can do that for you. And with John also being a miracle, because Elizabeth and Zechariah didn't think that they were going to be able to have kids. So with that knowledge, they can relate to each other, right? When Jesus says, "You don't understand," as a kid, he would have somebody there sort of understood, that was in it with him, that grew up with him, somebody to give him a little bit of help, as we all need. A little bit of guidance, the ability to help him in his ministry, because his baptism was the moment that the Holy Spirit kind of claimed him. Sent down the dove. God said, "This is my son." And I don't know if he could have had that without John baptizing him. I think it was part of the plan, right? So I'm going to cut this out. While I'm cutting this is going to be hard because I can't cut and talk at the same time. Make sure that you comment your questions, your answers. I would love to hear them because, of course, I do not know everything. I am always learning, always want to learn. So, did I say something wrong? Would you like to add something? Would you like to change something? Do you have other opinions? And then make sure to ask your own questions. So is there something I didn't talk about? Is there something that you would like to see in these videos that I have not done this time? Because I'm learning what to do about this. I just want this to be a learning experience for both of us. So make sure to comment, like. If you're on Facebook, subscribe so that you will get our daily notifications for our videos. And remember, no videos on Sunday. They do not count within our Lenten calendar. Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow.